Right, let's go back to the phone lines. We're talking Spurs and Antonio Conte, 03717223344. Antonio Conte has come out and said he's not stupid. But do the Spurs fans think maybe he is, or maybe his team selection or even substitutions are perhaps sometimes questionable? Dan's a Spurs fan. He's up first. Hello, Dan.
Hi, how's it going, guys?
We're great. Very well. How are you?
I still haven't recovered from Saturday. I don't know if it's just Saturday talking, but I think Conte's got a really short half-life. I think he's actually reached a peak with Tottenham. I mean, if you look at them now, they do not look like they pass to each other in training. I'm pretty sick of it. That result on Saturday was coming. Emerson has been targeted every game. I have no idea. He says he's not stupid playing Spence, but you're playing a bloke who keeps getting targeted. You know, we knew, every Spurs fan all over Twitter, we knew we needed a stronger midfield on Saturday. Always plays the same thing. I don't know, I think it was recognised, you know, that within the club, that getting rid of Poch was a mistake. That is accepted. You know, when we were going to get Nuno, the idea was to try and get Poch out of PSG. We should have stuck with that. What we're playing at the moment, I tell you, that result has been coming. We look awful, and I think we're just going to go downhill.
Would you? Oh, sorry, Benny. Are you saying you'd swap now Conte for Poch?
100%.
Oh no! I mean, you talk about Conte's a serial winner. I know his football's not the most attractive. I get that, but you have only lost one Premier League game this season. No, you haven't played well. Like, when I say well, you do still currently sit third in the Premier League. To get rid of him now when you're on the cusp of... listen, I don't think you'll win it. I think Manchester City just look too strong. But to get rid of him now when you are in a good place right now, you've only lost one game.
Yeah. And also, in that game, it was a red card, and you were you last 15 minutes of first half, you were getting back into it.
Yeah, they wouldn't want it.
No, I know they wouldn't have, but, you know, had Son been on his game, you'd...
Yeah, but he wasn't.
No, I know, but I'm saying, to show the discontent that Dan, the Spurs fan, showing after the first minute...
Listen, the last thing I would do is get rid of Conte. No way. The Spurs for years have been crying out for that elite manager.
Yeah, they've got him.
They tried it with Jose, and for whatever reason, they sacked him a week before the cup final, felt he wasn't right. Pochettino had come to the end of his cycle. They chose not to back him. They started with Nuno Espirito Santo. That was a disaster, although he won his first 3 games. Yeah. They finally got someone who's like a born winner. The season before he won the Serie A with Inter, they got him in his prime. Can't get rid of him now.
No. There aren't that many clubs around Europe that have one of the best managers and one of the best number nines. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, Pep's got one, but there aren't that many.
Pep's got a fair
Why is
few.
it we laugh when we talk about Haaland? I see pictures of him in the paper and it just makes me smile.
Yeah, but even if you take Haaland out, that team's still ridiculous.
I know, but Haaland's just a freak.
They won the league without him.
I know. This is ridiculous, isn't it? This is ridiculous. Nick's a Spurs fan. Hello, Nick.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Well, great. How are you today?
Yeah, very well. Andy, before I begin, can I ask a massive favour?
No.
I'll send you a few DMs to your Instagram. I just want to know if you can reply when you get time.
I never reply to DMs. Go on, ask the favour now, Nick.
No, it's about my son who wants to get into sports journalism. I was just hoping for a bit of help on that, that's all.
Oh, that's nice.
If you get a chance to look in your DMs, great. If not, don't panic.
I'm telling you now, Nick, I'm telling you now, he doesn't check his DMs.
Nick, I'll tell you what I do.
No point asking him.
I'll tell you what I do. After this conversation, stay on the line. When there's an ad break, I'll come in and speak to you off air, all right?
Awesome. Cool.
Okay. What do you want to say, Nick?
Yeah, no, just about the whole Conte thing. I mean, for anyone to say get rid of him is almost laughable. I'd taken his comments slightly differently, in the sense that I think he's just sort of snapping back at the media and maybe some sections of the fans who have been questioning his management and his authority in picking Emerson Royale. It was a stupid challenge to make. It was a completely needless challenge to make, and it did turn the game, but he's not going to be the first player that's done that in a derby and got sent off and caused their team the victory or potential victory, and he won't be the last. I'm not over-enamoured with Emerson Royale. I'd like to see Jez Spence get a try. Hopefully he'll try him tonight, but he is also a young man. Maybe he's thinking if he makes a big mistake in a big game, that could end up ruining him. So he wants to give him time to adapt. I've got no problem with that. And obviously, like he said, Doherty isn't ready. So why play a player that's not ready? You know, this is a man we have to trust. Spurs fans would have had their way. Eric Dyer would have been out of the club the minute Conte. And look at Eric Dyer; he's arguably one of the finest in the league.
And Kane, when Kane wanted that move to City, we had Spurs fans throwing up saying, "Get him out."
Yeah, that was more anger. That was more anger at what he had done. I don't think it was, for 1 second many Spurs fans. But the whole point is, if you look at a lot of people, A lot of people were questioning Pierre Højbjerg at one point and saying, I'm not too sure. Certainly, I can tell you for now, every Spurs fan, and I was one of the ones who liked him, but every Spurs fan was ready to write off Eric Dyer. He's slotted into a back three, and he looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, Davis, a player who hardly got any game time under any previous manager, and Conte's had him looking like a Rolls Royce.
The only thing I'd say, Nick, about with Doherty and Conte is that when Doherty was at Wolves, he was perfect for that three at the back. So when Conte came in, I thought that Doherty would be, because he wasn't really playing as much under the previous regime, but when Conte came in, I thought, Doherty, he's going to be someone that benefit because he likes that five at the back, and he did, but he obviously ended up the back end of last season injured, and that's probably not helped him this season.
Nick, shut your face. Stay on the line.
Man said shut your face, you know. This is the same guy you want advice from. He says shut your face.
Shut up, Nick. Stay on the line. I'll come into the gallery and speak to you in a sec, all right? All right, wait there, Nick.
I can't believe you're doing that because you are not that nice guy. So I don't know.
I am that nice guy.
No, you're not. No, you're
not.
I am.
I'd rather take that call than DMs on Insta. I can't do that. I can't do Insta.
You act like a nice guy.
I am a very nice guy. Weird that he asked for my advice, not yours, isn't it? Maybe he's watching on YouTube and he can see your shirt.
No, do you know what it is? It's the old Spurs Arsenal thing. He's not happy about it.
That's a very good point.
Yeah,
He's never going to ask a Gooner for advice, is he?